Welcome back to Crafty Kobold. It is I, Valdis, the craftiest of kobolds. This is part 3 of Grogu's costume accessories. Part 1, we made the leather baldric with a little bag. Part 2, we made his little wrist blaster and the Beskar rondel. So in this part, we're going to go make a bit of chainmail to go there. And then a bag of his favorite cookie snacks. And then at the end, we'll see everything all together. So let's go check it out. Alrighty. So we start off making the cookies with a couple different kinds of foam. The first is just the peel and stick EVA foam that I've had a stack of for a bit. I start by using the circle cutter, and I have to do that one with scissors right there. I need to work on sharpening the blade on the circle cutter or finding the specific blade replacements for it. But just sharpening it on a whetstone gets it sharp enough every once in a while. The foam I am sticking in the middle, which is the white foam, is some packaging. Or no, that wasn't packaging. That's right. That was trim from some insulation that we had that was meant to seal up the bottom of a door. So we trimmed that off, and it's this nice open cell foam on the inside once you cut it. So right here I wanted more of the rough open cell texture for the cookie filling in the center. So using the circle cutter, I just kind of skim the outside of it, kind of like you're peeling a potato. And that just takes the nice smooth edge of the foam off and gives more open texture for the paint. And those are just stuck together with the peel and stick. I don't think I used any glue on those because the next step will be helping seal that in anyway. Well, sorry, the next step after this part. So the last part of construction, I'm just going to figure out how big I want it. I'm going to cut out some bite shapes on this one cookie here so that he can hold one. I just kind of figure out, kind of guessing where or how big I want the bites to be. Trim that out just a little, and then I start carving it with the X-Acto. Yep, got the initial cut there, and then this cut is just gonna finish it off and separate that piece. And there it is. Make sure that lines up right with looks good next to him. And then the step that's going to help seal it in is Mod Podge, like all the other foam props that y'all have seen me make so far. I believe we did 2 coats of Mod Podge on these, with a little bit extra on the open cell foam, just so that it didn't like soak up the paint so much. Alrighty. Then, after that Mod Podge went on, I started working on some other parts of the project. So my beautiful assistant and fiance started helping me out here. So she's painting a light blue color on the cookie filling. And that is a army painter color. I forgot which one though. Should be easy to look up if you're wanting to look for that color. But she applied that to the center, that open cell foam, took it in real nice. It took a couple coats, but it looked real nice after the second one. Making sure getting the edges there. And then she starts doing that for the rest of the cookies. Then the next step, she's using another army painter color. I believe this was the plasma coil. I really need to start like writing down which colors I use for these. Yeah, she started applying that to the black foam, which is the top and bottom of the cookie sandwich. And that is actually one of my favorite colors because it reminds me of Lego Rock Raider turquoise. Alright, so this part is a whole lot of repeating the same thing over and over. It is a basic 4-in-1 weave for chainmail. If you've ever done chainmail, it's like the most basic one you can do. I might do a little tutorial sometime on chainmail, but I don't think it's really necessary at this point. Yeah, it's just a basic 4-in-1. I am using these leftover rings that are a very soft, probably aluminum with how soft they are, from the old craft store I used to go to. And this is the same stuff I used for my Skaven puppet. So, keeping the cost down without having to buy more material. I would have preferred silver, but this works just as well for now. This these chainmail rings are actually so soft that you can do it with your fingers. I think I did most of the chain hauberk on the puppet with just my fingers. I didn't really use the pliers that much. So I'm just making sure right here that it's the right size. It's gonna look good and fit in there. Because I'm not making a whole shirt for him since he has the robe or tunic over that. I just gotta make sure it'll reach around his neck and have enough room for the clasp in the back. So this part right here didn't actually end up using, but I wanted to show you kind of my creative process here a little bit. So I was trying to figure out how to make the clasp so that I can take it on and off of him instead of just permanently fastening it around him. I tried to weave this leather cord through there because I thought that would look kind of nice. Turned out that the leather cord's too big. I could probably have made it work with a much thinner cord, and I did actually try to weave my own from some artificial sinew, and that didn't really look good either. Ended up using just a standard little lobster clasp from some jewelry craft supplies. Alright, here he is with all his little accessories. He turned out really cool. So, he's got his little armor on there. The chainmail necklace is just under here, and it doesn't go any further than right here, so it's just to give the illusion that he has chainmail under there. which I think that really adds to and helps draw in the outfit a little bit. He's got a cookie here with a bite taken out of it. And his little wrist blaster. I like how that one turned out. I did leave the back open a little bit in case I want to add LEDs because I have not seen the movie yet. I'm going to go see it today as the date of this filming. And if this does light up, because I don't know if from the trailers if it was just his paint marker or if he's actually got like a little blaster. So if it lights up, I'll add a little LED pack and hide a battery up his sleeve. But yeah, he turned out really good. He's gonna go to the theater with me. I will be wearing my space pirate costume. He's got a bag here with 3 more of his cookies. Because he cannot eat our popcorn, but we'll make sure he has his own snacks. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. So we're probably going to take him to the park because we like to go hiking around here. And we'll get some good pictures of him sometime out in nature. Maybe standing on some logs and stuff near the creek. But yeah, it turned out so good. We did try to turn him into a puppet, and that did not work. We did end up opening up the back seam and trying to put a sleeve in there, but he's just it's too cramped in there for adult hands. It might have worked for a kid or like somebody with small hands. But yeah, we're gonna revisit that later because I think I can get it to work if we get some fleece that matches his color. So we can make his arms just a little wider, add like a little gusset in there, and hopefully that'll work. Because I love hand puppets. I wanted to see if I could like have him as a hand puppet so he could wave to people as I hold him. The head unfortunately wouldn't be able to get any movement because of the way the toy has it attached. But yeah, this was a fun project and he looks super cool. And he is about a 12-inch tall doll, so these accessories will probably fit the little animatronic remote control one. So when we can afford to get some stuff for the channel, we might go pick one of those up and see if those will fit on there. But yeah, I am super excited to go see the movie. It is my birthday. And the movie comes out tonight. So, may the force be with you, and I will see y'all at the theater.